Hello, good evening, legends. I'm your host, Clip by the host of Global Sports, but I am live here at Leesburg, Virginia, Loudoun County area. Today, ladies and gentlemen, I get you guys to the fact that the Packers defeat the Bears 45-30. You also the Broncos defeat the Lions 38-10. Jalen Ramsey and four of the Rams players, they are on the COVID reserve list, by the way. You guys found the Bucks got revenge on the Knicks, which I'm very upset about. You guys the fact that the Nets defeated the Pistons 116-104 the other night. Lakers defeated the Magic 106-94. And also, other news here, some sad news that former ROH and Impact Wrestling star Jimmy Ray has been deceased after drug addiction issues, 39 at the time. So, awful news there. There's some more news to come, by the way, so stay tuned on that. Also, guys, so that's all there's for that. So, also, first things first, everybody. I'm gonna start things off with the fact that the Packers defeat the Bears 45-30. And Aaron Rodgers, by the way, he's still doing that toe fracture. By the way, his little pinky toe. So, hopefully he's doing well. Hopefully he's doing well. Hope he doesn't need surgery. He should be good to go for the game for the Packers to take on the Ravens next week. So, that's all I can say on that, everybody. Also, guys, other things I want to get you guys into, by the way, that Broncos defeat the Lions 30-10. Broncos won honoring DT Demaryius Thomas, by the way, who was deceased last week at his Roswell, Georgia home because of a medical issue or a cardiac arrest or a seizure that he may have thoughts placed out to the Broncos. Demaryius Thomas' family members, all their fans, their viewers, subscribers, this horrific loss. That's all I can say on that, everybody. So what a way to pay homage to Demaryius Thomas. So that's all I need to know on that. Also, guys, Bucks get revenge on the Knicks 120-97. Where Greenfield had 20 points, 10 rebounds, 11 assists, 1 steal on the block. Khris Middleton had 24 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. Portis had 19 points, 10 rebounds, 3 steals. Jrue Holiday had 13 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Grayson Allen had scored 12 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Quinton Grimes scored 27 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and steals. D-Rose had 18 points, 2 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals. Kevin Knox II has scored 18 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and steal. Immanuel Quickley has scored 11 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists, 2 steals. So, next thing I get together because they got to take on those pathetic Warriors, by the way. And the Warriors, they're taking on the Pacers right now, guys. So, that's all there is that you need to know on that. I hope the Knicks they put a beat on the Warriors. They better. Knicks, don't let me down. Don't let Knicks fans down. Honestly, you should not be having no 8 points. Oh no, you should get more points than that. I know you're better than that. You two, RJ Barrett and D Rose, score more. That's all you gotta do. Come on, Knicks. You step it up. Also, guys, Nets defeated the Pistons 162-104. Wakita had career high 51 points. He had 9 assists, 1 steal, and 2 blocks. LaMarcus Aldridge has scored 15 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, and block. Patty Mills has scored 18 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal. Katie Cunningham scored 26 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists, 3 steals, 1 block. You had Frank Jackson scored 25 points, 1 rebound, assist, and block. So this looked pretty good so far. Lakers defeated the Magic 106-94, where Lebron James has scored 30 points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, 3 blocks. Russell Westbrook has scored 19 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 steals. Melo has scored 13 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 2 blocks. THG has scored 19 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists, 6 steals. Cole Anthony has scored 21 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists. Franz Wagner scored 20 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Wendell Carter Jr. scored 16 points, 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block. So, wow, that's everything's doing that, buddy. Also, some other news I want to get you guys into, by the way, that former ROH star and Impact Wrestling star Jimmy Raven, and also indie star Jimmy Raven has been deceased at 39 after he was battling drug addiction issues. So, my thoughts go to the ROH and Impact Wrestling family members, wrestling industry, the entire indie pro wrestling industry. All Jimmy Ray's family members, all of his fans, all of his viewers, all of his subscribers. Is a horrific situation. It's a horrific loss. So Jimmy Ray was known to feuding with AJ Styles in Impact days. So that is all there is you can say on that. And just awful thing though, guys. So yeah, he was 39. He has things to say his legs amputated, by the way, and arms amputated. So awful situation there that he was in. And this is all due to drug addiction issues. So keep Jimmy Ray's family members and all his fans in your prayers. Please be sure to do so on that. So you know on that. Also, guys, other news I want to get you guys into, by the way, that USA Gymnastics and the U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee They have agreed to pay 380 mil settlement to survivors of the Larry abuse probe. By the way, so even though Larry Nasser, he's been convicted and also jailed for 175 years. So that is all there is I can say on that. So Michaela Maroney, Simone Biles, they made their statements, by the way, which they did, and they went to the courtroom. That's all there is I can say on that, and that's all everything you know on that. So that piece of trash, Larry Nasser is still in jail. And he's a piece of trash that he is, and he molested Simone Biles, molested Michaela Maroney, and all the other young little girls gymnastics out there during this time. But that's all there is I can say on that, everybody. So the USA Gymnastics and U.S. Olympic and Paralympic Committee, they just paid 380 mil settlement to and losses regarding the Larry Nasser probe. So that's all I can say on that, everybody. Also, there's other news that Urban Meyer's in peril, by the way, because there are leaks there, by the way, that he got into it with Marvin Jones, and also told assistant coaches that they were losers. Now Urban Meyer, he's intending to fire the leakers who are sending this stuff out, leak this stuff out. Let me tell you this: if Urban Meyer admitted that he said these things, I mean, it's clear he denies it, but if he admitted that he said these things, his contract is fired. Right now, the Jags they're having a terrible record, yet another terrible record, and needless to say that ever since Urban Meyer, step foot as the new Jags coach and make his this NFL coaching debut with the Jags, being the new Jags coach, thought he had a good start. But honestly, things went sour for him because even though he was, partying, by the way, attending a friend's party, and had some 24-year-old girl dancing right in front of him, by the way, and he apologized for that. So basically, not looking good there. And I think that if he did admit that to saying, all these things, that got to Marvin Jones, and actually he may have said that his assistant coaches were all losers, or wimps, or simps, something like that. So this all stems after the Titans defeated the Jags 20-0. So Urban Meyer, he needs to be let go. I'm sorry, but Urban Meyer, he's got to be let go. That's all I can say on that, everybody. Also, guys, some others I want to get you guys into, by the way, that the Arcade Bro tournament has been postponed until December 27th. By the way, guys, that's all because of injuries. Not looking good there. Also, guys, other news, by the way, that Jalen Ramsey and 4 other Rams players have been placed on the COVID reserve list. By the way, the Rams versus Cardinals game is still happening. So Jalen Ramsey and 4 other Rams players that were in the COVID reserve list, and that's all they're saying there. If there's any false positives, well, that's not going to look good. They'll be quarantined for 10 days, and they have to come back for 2 negative tests. So that's all I can say on that, everybody. As you know. Also, guys, the Bulls are going to miss their next 2 games because of a COVID outbreak. You got Stanley Johnson, A.O. Dosunmu, Derrick Jones Jr., Matt Thomas, Javonte Green, Kobe White, the Slash brothers of Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan, and Troy Brown Jr. So really not looking good there, and that's all I can say on that. And that's all there is I can say. Hopefully they'll be quarantined for 10 days, and they have to get 2 negative tests before they come back. Those are saying that. Also, guys, I wish happy birthdays out to Jamie Foxx, Taylor Swift. You got Wendy Malick, Amy Lee, Larry Doby, Catherine Schwarzenegger, Dick Van Dyke, Steve Buscemi, Amanda Elise Lee, Ricky Fowler. You got Ashley Golston, Feo, Fletcher Cox, Glaber, Torres, Dasha, Capacina, Danielle Collins, Rex Ryan. So somebody birthday wishes, shouts. Please be sure to do that. There's everything you need to know. That's all I can say about it. So that's everything there's I can say on that. So nothing more to it than that, but that's all there's you need to know on that. That's all I can say. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll do right there with the Clear Sports Report. Live scripts at Clear Sports Report YouTube channel, Facebook page by any number necessary. What are your thoughts in response to the Packers defeating the Bears 45-30 last night? Let me know about that. I'll just about share, buddy. Those are the Broncos defeating the Lions 38-10. Let me know about that. I'll just about share, buddy. Your thoughts on the Nets defeating the Pistons 161-104? Let me know about that. You think the Knicks are going to be able to beat to destroy those pathetic wars, which they must. I'm looking forward to that. So that's all I'm gonna say to everybody. Those Lakers for the Magic 1/94. Let me know about that, buddy. Also, threats out to Jimmy Ray's family members and his fans, even though Jimmy Ray was accused of drug addiction issues, by the way. And that's all I was saying. That he was 39, so awful news there. Also, oh sorry, also guys, is that the Blood Hunter, by the way, he stabbed the ref with a iron spike or a railroad spike, and a ref by the name of Lando Del Toro was hired because he wanted blood, by the way, on his forehead after Blood Hunter took on Carlito, by the way. So honestly, that's not looking good there. Blood Hunter's real name is Devin Nicholson or Hannibal, by the way. So Hannibal did respond to the allegations. So honestly, that's not looking good there. So world-class wrestling and Hannibal, they won't be doing, and Canadian wrestling, they won't be doing any more partnerships anymore. This is during the world-class wrestling world event. So that's all I'm saying. That's all you need to know on that. That's all I can say. Also, guys, other news that DDP, by the way, he got married to Paige Manor or Paige. So congrats to DDP on that. Bang! That's all you know on that. That's all I can say. Sorry, buddy, on that. That's all you need to know on that. Also, send your brother to Jamie Foxx, Taylor Swift, Amy Lee, Larry Doby, Catherine Schwarzenegger, Emma Corrin, Dick Van Dyke, Steve Buscemi, Amanda Elise Lee, Ricky Fowler, Chicago Glaber, Torres, Dasha, Cabasina, Danielle Collins, Rex Ryan. Those are some of my brother wish else. We to believe we should just that's all you need to know. That's all I can say, but that's all there's you need to know. That's all I can say, just for that. And what your thoughts on Jalen Ramsey and 4 other players being on the go for reserve? Let me know about that. I'll just run sure, that's all you know on that. I'm back for more breaking news. Change times live what they still want to a whole lot about the close sports one. And the sports later, and this you can know. That's all I need to say, bye. So take care, you guys. You guys have a good evening. Please be safe. Bye bye.